What's going on, everybody? It's the Safe Takes Unfiltered podcast with...
What's going on? DJ Maestro's the Hitmaker.
Hey, y'all. It's everything over here.
And, of course, I'm Just Mike. So, now listen, this podcast is special. So, we've gone through 3 different times and different locations and everything. First off, I want to shout out Ready Entertainment. They had us at their last function. Yeah. It was nice. It was beautiful. There were a lot of great people there. Unfortunately, we were by the door and the speakers, and the DJ was doing his thing, but it just didn't kind of mesh. So there are some things from that night that we're going to post up and put there for you. But we figured
it would have worked. It would have worked if the original venue, but the venue had to change.
Oh, it would have been crazy. It would have been crazy. But still, shout out to Ready Entertainment. And we have another. They're doing another function, and we'll get there, and it'll be proper this time. So
Mother's Day, right?
Yeah.
Look out for that.
All right. So what we're going to do? It's not just Valentine's Day in February. It's the month of love or passion or lust or whatever it is, but we're going to go over some of the stuff we're going to talk about.
Well,
or the lack thereof. Mm-hmm. So, you guys ready?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, let's get into it. So, like I said before, Valentine's Day, which is past, obviously, was actually made in memory of Saint Valentine, because at the time, his time, for whatever reason, people weren't supposed to get married. So my man was like love and was marrying people, and they chopped his head off for doing it. So everybody should have taken like a sign for that, first and foremost. But so that's it's supposed to be about marriage and stuff like that. But then I guess that carried on. It became a commercial holiday, and it became about gifts.
They don't tell you about that part.
No, they don't tell you that. So it's about gifts now. The gift giving. Second gift giving,
it just became
holiday.
A big marketing thing.
But
I mean, that is kind of dope though. Like the power of love. If you're willing to get your head chopped off to represent and celebrate love, that's kind of fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Saint Valentine.
I bet you he knew the threat. He knew the danger.
The thrill of the chase sometimes is enough. Sometimes for some people and for certain situations.
Well, he's marrying people,
true.
So it's like, I mean, if I were him. The theory, like, oh yeah, I'll marry you guys. You're gonna cut your head off. Nah, I'm good. Like it would be.
We just would have been friends forever.
Word. Nah, I didn't mean marry. I meant, so.
Oh my
but
God.
I wanna ask a couple questions for you guys. First and foremost, so Valentine's Day or whatever it is turns into a situation where people have to decide. Is it the side piece? Is it the main thing? Is it if there is a side piece, does the side piece get the treatment? Like that kind of thing. So who do you think is treated better on a day like Valentine's Day? If there's a side thing, the main thing or the side thing?
So for those that actually do that type of thing, right? If you have a side piece, and you out here.
Excuse me, sir. This is Safe Takes Unfiltered with no take it safe.
No. I'm gonna keep it real.
Listen,
when I was younger, I learned a long time ago not to do side pieces. I like my money.
Yep.
And so a quick way of going broke is having multiple women, and a quick way of going crazy is having to lie.
Yes.
So I knew early on I didn't want to do anything like that. But a lot of y'all still keep it grimy. It's all good, right? So for those of y'all that keep it a stack, it's usually the side piece that gets treated better. Why? Because men are typically, it's not just men, women too, you're comfortable with the person that you've been with for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You think that you got them on lock. So if you got them on lock, you're going to go out of your way for the person that you have to prove something to or you have to impress. Right? It's the same reason why marriages go stale. It's like you've been in there, you get comfortable, you chill.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You should be going all out for the person you love. Instead, you're trying to get that new puss.
So,
that new puss.
So what are your thoughts on that,
That's funny. So, honestly, the side chick always wins in that situation because of what he said. A lot of times people get comfortable in situations. They feel like they don't need to put effort anymore into it. And also, like, when you have a side chick, like I said earlier, the thrill of the chase, that suspense, that's enough to get anybody hard or anybody ready to go. So seriously though, But so no, the side chick, she wins. She wins all the time.
I don't think so at all.
She does because she gets priority over the main girl because the main girl. I mean, this year was different. This year, Valentine's Day was on Saturday, you know? But usually Valentine's Day falls during the week. So the main chick, we live together, you know? You know I'm working. You know I can't celebrate Valentine's Day on a Thursday, you know? So on Thursday, I'm going to celebrate it with the side chick because you think I'm working on Valentine's Day because normally I am. And then on the weekend, then I'll celebrate it with my girl.
I don't even feel comfortable talking about this right now.
Well, hold on.
I feel like...
Well, hold on.
You know why? It's because I was the side chick before, so
Let's time
I know.
out on that for a second.
Oh.
Well, hold off on that because I'm going to come back and I was going to ask you that.
Okay.
But my take on it is I don't think the side chick ever gets it better at all because
she's the side chick.
Because she's the side
chick.
chick.
In the long run, no, she doesn't.
No, short run, middle run, long run, lap race.
I mean, that's valid too, though.
No, because my thing is this: she's never important enough to be this. So you can buy her stuff. You can be like, oh, cool, and tell her stuff, lie to her, you know. But she's not. So as long as you're the side chick, you're never good enough to be the main chick. So the treatment that you get is temporary and quick, in my opinion.
Facts, though.
So wait, here's the deciding factor, though.
Deciding factor.
Right? So the deciding factor is, so what you're talking about makes a lot of sense. What I said actually happens and makes a lot of sense too, right? The deciding factor is this. Is it a side chick that knows she's a side chick and has accepted it, or...
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, then,
yes.
Since you said you've been in that situation before. Does it make a guy honest or sneaky if he tells you you're the side chick?
I would say dangerous.
Dangerous. Mm-hmm. Okay. Before honest or with dangerous. How so?
Well, honest, I think it's dangerous because now you tell me I'm a side chick. You tell me what it is. Now I'm like, dang, he told me what it was. He gave me the option, you know? He didn't lie to me. He wasn't sneaky about it. And sometimes it's not right. And I'm not condoning it because I did it. I've learned my lesson. But sometimes you're already in it. You really like the person. And you're kind of like, fuck it. I'm just going to go with it because I like this person.
But so that's the point, though, right? Like, it's smarter to be honest and to be real if that's what you're getting down with.
Well, I have a different
honest,
take
you're
on
like,
it.
whoa, you're honest?
Because, okay, we date back, like, go back. I'm at some point in my life, high school. Okay. You know, I had a side, and it was like you know what I mean? That's the only way I can say it. It was like,
she was about it.
Yeah.
She was for it.
Right. You had the conversation. You was honest. You was open. But she was about it.
And
those side chicks that are about it, that know, never get the best treatment.
Never.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if the dude is dishonest, and he's trying to play two different people, the side chick gets the better treatment because he's not comfortable and he's trying to impress.
He's trying to
That's the deciding factor.
I think, so I think it would be, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I think for a guy that's doing that, I think it's maybe that it seems like they're getting a better treatment. Because,
in the long run.
Because there's less pressure.
Right.
Because you know your position. You know you're not the one. So you can't stress me about that. And as soon as you stress me about it, it's like, yo, I told you. You know the deal. You know what it is. Or I'm leaving her. I think that's the best line ever. I'm leaving her.
I'm gonna leave her for you.
Saying that I'm about to leave
a guy like the side chick. Nah, I'm leaving my main. No, you're not. Mm-hmm. It never happens. I have to look in the camera. It doesn't happen.
Never
and
happens.
even if at the end they ain't gonna be with you because at some point they're gonna resent your ass for having them in that position. Period. They're always gonna blame you for them stepping out of their relationship because you accepted their terms and conditions.
My grandmother, rest in peace, my grandmother said something to me a long time ago, and I stick with that to this day. She said, the way you go into
is how you go out.
How you go out.
How you get them is how you lose them.
If you go into minimal, side, whatever, you go out minimal, side, or whatever.
You know, not for nothing.
Real.
My ex, his mother said that to me. And I never forgot that. She was like, you get them how you lose them. And that stuck with me forever because she is absolutely right. When she said it, I was like, damn, the balls on this woman to say this to me. But she was fucking right.
So I think it comes from both of us saying this to you, since you admitted that, and all the women out there. Don't ever be a side piece again.
Oh, yeah. No.
Don't do it.
No. It gets you nowhere. And you start questioning yourself. You stop loving yourself. That you've been stopped loving yourself if you accept those terms and conditions, for sure.
It's like a contract, sort of.
It is a contract because
I came
you
across
have to
that
be
recently,
with it.
man.
A
I know
contract?
somebody who, you know, they was in a situationship, and the man had a girlfriend and said that, you know, oh, I'm falling in love with you, and you're the one, but the girlfriend was just in a different city, and
Ow.
I gave her advice. I said, like, yo, like, the girlfriend's not just in a different city, you're the side piece here, and he's waiting to move her here. Sure enough.
Damn.
So you should give the advice like I would give it. You ready? Person A. Fuck is your thoughts, son?
What the fuck is your thoughts?
Fuck is your thoughts, son? So, yeah. So that's the
Inside
take
joke,
on it.
inside
Don't Don't do that. I mean, and there's a lot of dudes right here, but a lot of, you know what? Nah. As a matter of fact, I'll say this because I'm not just going to put this on men because women are different.
Nah,
now.
women got side pieces too.
But at the same time, women I don't. It's like it's weird to me because it's almost like accepting being nothing or being less than, but making it seem like it's their decision and they're good with it. Like I don't even want that anyway. I just want to be the side piece. Like you hear the music, you see it and everything.
I don't think
like,
their goal is to be the side chick. Like I just want to be the side. Sometimes I just want to enjoy this person's time. I want to get what I can. It's desperate. It's like a desperation thing. I just want a part of that.
Wasn't it SZA? SZA said that.
Something
She
like
was
that.
talking about like the dude that she just wanted to have sex with him. She didn't want to be with him and whatever else. Wild, crazy values, right? But here's the deal. Women who are side pieces never amount to men who are side pieces. Men want to be side pieces. If I don't got to deal with the headache and I got all the extra stuff and I'm just getting the ass, like why would I want to, you know what I'm saying? If you in that zone, like why would you want to?
Right.
So we win on the whole side
Men,
piece
yes,
thing.
yes.
Men win.
In any physical dynamic when it comes to
Until
that,
you
sex related.
miss crazy.
See, that's the thing, and this is the women. This is the thing. You got to know this. I'm dropping the mic on this one. I'm telling you this. Anytime it comes to male-female relationship that gets physical, the man
wins.
always wins.
It's a fact.
The man is penetrating. The man is taking control of. Doesn't matter position. The man is conquering. The man is doing that. The woman is not. And women are like, I got mine. No, you didn't. You gave yours away. There's a difference.
There's this whole big movement. You got, Sexy Red. You got all these different women that are they rapping.
I would like it if you not mention her name around me again. Thank you very much.
You don't like Sexy Red?
I didn't I just ask you not to mention her name around me. She shall not be named. I can't stand
No,
her
you know
music.
what? She's wild. She's crazy. There's as a DJ, I got to play some of her tracks. There's some of her joints pop. But the thing is like this whole big movement where like the female rapper movement that's happening right now, they sound like men. It started off, and it's crazy. You think about Lil' Kim, you think about all the other men were writing their lyrics. But nowadays, and a lot of men are writing lyrics today too. But now there's this big movement where the women sound like men. And somebody's, they start talking about like, well, we're reclaiming our sexuality and we can be just like men. You can't.
That's just being a hoe.
You can't.
No-
it takes
no
away
offense.
from you.
No
No,
offense.
you're right. It is.
No offense. That's just being a hoe.
And they're glorifying it.
Glorifying
They
hoe.
are.
That's what it is.
They're
Yeah.
glorifying it and they're
Yeah.
making it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hoe that make money.
Yeah. A hydro hoe. You know what I mean?
But
but
it's
okay.
sad. It's
I mean,
sad that
men are
this-
hoes too, though.
I
But
know,
we
but,
win
like,
at being
it's
hoes.
crazy how.
Yes, a man wins.
But do you think that hoes are winning because they get paid to be a hoe? Like
That's a
and-
prostitute.
Well, it depends on
All
what
right, but
you
not
define
like
as winning.
Well, all right. So boom. Not so much. All right. I don't know. Fucking is not the only way to be a hoe. I don't think. Right? You could be a hoe other ways.
I mean,
Having
An attention whore?
yeah. So like you could be a. There's many whores out there. But I don't think having sex just makes you a whore. Anything can make you a whore. Being too promiscuous,
well, that's what
Promiscuous would be
promiscuous
sex,
is.
yeah.
Sex.
Yeah, promiscuous.
It could be oral sex. It could be,
But what-
I have
But
not
sex
had
is-
sexual relations with that woman. It could be that.
Oh my God.
You talking about the president?
Yeah.
Oh, Billy?
Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Bill Clinton.
All right, so boom, OnlyFans. Do you consider them whores? Because they're definitely winning.
Absolutely.
And they're getting bread.
They absolutely whores. I'm gonna keep it real. We are in prostitution era.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
are.
Yep.
Like this is sell my body or sell sex appeal for money
Yeah.
era.
Yep.
So like my thing is like don't slap lipstick on a pig and call it something else, right? It's a dolled up, maked up pig.
Yeah.
The reality is if you are selling anything about yourself and getting money for it, right? You're whoring yourself. That's what it is.
Well, in that capacity.
You're talking about sexual,
Yes,
physical.
In a physical capacity, because you could work, and you could get paid for whatever you're doing, or if you're doing something like this, you can get paid for it, and that wouldn't be that. But
no, I'm talking sexual.
Physically, be it the image of or anything. I agree with that.
If somebody can see your body,
Yep.
if somebody can watch you do things to your body or do things to your body,
Yep.
And you get paid for it.
It's different forms to me.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Forms
There's
of prostitution.
different forms of whores.
I think that COVID created the prostitution boom because people were sitting home. OnlyFans came out. It's like, oh, all I gotta do is just suck somebody off on camera. I'm getting this money. Let's do it.
But I didn't OnlyFans start with the feet stuff?
But
and then it graduated to the other extra shit?
And then they stopped it. But here's the thing, too. Here's the thing about this. And I do know people, women that do have OnlyFans pages and stuff like that. But the thing is, it never stops there.
Right.
Someone can be there and be like, look, I'm just showing my hair.
Yeah.
Right? But then someone's going to come and be like, yo, I give you $5,000. You just show me one nipple. Well, that's cool. Yo, I give you $10,000. I'll fly you down here if you just, next thing you know, you're prostitute.
Yeah.
It's funny. I can't remember the documentary, but they were interviewing some like porn stars, and they were talking about, and actually OnlyFans stars, and they were saying it's an addiction. It becomes an addiction.
Because
It never
money.
stops at
money.
the feet or the nipple or the.
It never stops.
Because you want that next thrill, that next dollar.
Even if you're someone who's like, I would never do anything like that, the minute you open that door,
Right.
you'll do something like
If
that.
you're
Yeah.
willing to do it for money, why not go for more money?
Yeah.
That's the reality.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So just to double back, right, to talk like, is this month or Valentine, do people really want love? Or is it more about the show? Is it more optics than it is anything else?
I mean, I think it depends on who you're talking to, man. I
And
want
your
that real
age.
type of love.
Yeah.
Me personally,
Yeah.
right now I'm looking for, like at this phase of my life,
When I'm alone in
nigga,
my
give
room.
me like the real. Nah,
Sometimes
I
stare
don't
at
want the
wall,
LL Cool J lick his
my
lips.
mind, I hear
You
my
know.
conscious call, telling Stro he need a girl, the sweet as a dove. Oh shit!
Nah, I do, man. I do. I want a helpmate. I want somebody that is we can ride together. We
Yeah.
can grow together.
Yep.
All of that. Because I had, you know what? Also, because I've had everything else.
Yeah.
Think about, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put you out there. Think about, think about our early days in radio and even before then, like, and being a DJ, like, that stuff gets old.
Do people want love, or is it just about the
I feel like it
optics of
depends on where you are mentally and emotionally
Yeah.
and your age. Younger people, I don't think they give a fuck. I think it's more based on performance and social media and showing off for their girlfriends. And look what my boyfriend did for me. At my age, I'm just looking for a little something different, and I want to share more, moments than gifts, or I want to do something special. It just the whole notation of Valentine's Day, it just changes, as you get older.
I think for people that love, it's about love.
Yeah.
For people that just, trying to get clicks and shit like that, it's the optic. It's the optics of it. Like, this looks nice. But in situations like that, I think that some people, I'm not even saying women in this situation, trick themselves into thinking it's one thing when it's actually the other thing. You know what I mean? Like someone could trick themselves like, oh no, this is love. Like confusing anxiety for butterflies.
Bam.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
That feeling you get in your stomach.
When you're like,
like,
yeah, this is it, but it's not.
And it's not doo-doo pain. It's like, I think I love her.
What is
You
anxiety?
be getting doodle pains when you meet people?
When I get nervous, yeah. It's like instant. It's like, you heard that? What the fuck?
So that's part of the optics, I guess. I don't know. I guess if doing that way, we go that direction. So
Yo, listen, in the meantime, make sure you follow us, Safe Takes Pod on Instagram. And then, of course, we have the Safe Takes Unfiltered live on YouTube. That's where you get the long form. Yeah.
yeah, and we want everyone here with us. So, we're kind of just talking to each other, talking to you. We will do things where we actually have guests come up and be part of what we're doing too. So just keep that in mind. But just to circle back, right? So first off, we didn't in the beginning we didn't get into it. So I almost said Thanksgiving. Valentine's Day this year.
Yo, you stay hungry, bro.
I know.
You stay hungry.
I'm hungry. I don't know. I'm just
Fascinating
thinking
with
about it.
Thanksgiving.
Whenever we get together to record, I'm hungry. You know, it's like go out throughout the day.
Starving right now.
So Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
So how was the actual Valentine's Day for you guys?
I had a really good Valentine's Day this year. I was in a different space mentally, emotionally, and I got to share it with somebody special. So it was really good. I enjoyed it.
that.
For the first time in a long time, my perspective on Valentine's Day changed. You know, I used to think Valentine's Day was trash because I was always the side bitch on a Valentine's Day. This year, rightfully, it was my day, you know, so felt good.
You got the booty?
I got the booty. I got the booty. I did get the booty.
How about you?
My Valentine's Day, man, you know I'm in between right now. So, like, you know, I'm going through a divorce right now.
Yeah.
You know, I was with the kids.
Enough said.
No,
Divorce and
honestly,
Valentine's.
it was one of the best Valentine's Days that I've ever had, only because I can share it with the people that I love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm in a good space. Like, I'm in a good, you know, so it didn't really bother me, but it was just another day. You feel what I'm saying?
Do you buy Valentine's for the kids?
We got little snacks and stuff
You
like
did?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice.
I think for me this year, well, see, historically, right? Historically, Valentine's Days, I end up in like either single, like recently single, or some kind of just like shit, and I don't know
Yeah.
why. But nah, this year was cool.
Yeah.
Well, I recently got bagged, so you know,
You got bagged?
she bagged me.
She bagged you. You
She
didn't bag her.
Nah, she bagged
Mike,
me.
yeah.
Wow.
She bagged me.
She
that's
must
a
got
whole
game.
other
No,
story.
I respect it.
That's a whole other story,
Ooh,
but I
she
got
got
bagged.
game. We gotta
And
hear
the
that
thing
story.
was, so the thing was working up to Valentine's Day, because it was one of those things which was like, all right, first Valentine's Day, I got to really show out. So, you know,
Especially if she bagged you. Like,
she bagged me.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Like, it's one of those things where,
How did that happen?
I don't know. It was like, hey, hi, yo, I think we feeling each other. And I was like, okay.
just out of the blue?
Well, you know, I mean, we text a little bit, talk, met up, but for like work purposes, not for personal purposes. And then after that, she hit me up and she's like, yo, so here's the deal, right? You know, I think there's
I
something.
like that.
And I was like,
A woman who takes control.
right. But I was on the other side of the phone, like, okay. And then like certain questions were asked.
Is that not normal?
So
I mean, usually it's the man that's doing the bagging. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, you know, listen.
It's 2026.
Well,
It is what it is.
So this is the thing too. So there is a such thing as pretty girl curse, and I've always had to be the hunter. Always. Like, because guys don't really approach me. A lot of times guys are intimidated by me. So if I ever want, and which is why I chose wrong a lot of the times, but I always have to be the one to approach the guy. Always.
Wait, so why is it called a pretty girl curse?
Because
No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
it's crazy. But that is even past that. Like, even with other females.
Yeah.
Like, you could be so pretty that other females don't even give you a chance, you know? And I face that a lot, too. That's why my friend Ange, you know, I have my friend Ange, she wrote me on Facebook, like, I love you, you're so pretty, we're going to be friends. I was like, who the hell is this girl? Because girls don't do that, you know? Girls
Oh, you mean give you a
friends.
chance by friends?
Yeah.
We were
Okay,
we were waiting for the story.
Oh,
like,
God.
we was
about to start digging.
I'm going to tell you this. I love men. I could never be with a girl. I might suck a boob, but I think that's where I draw the limit.
I've done that.
Is that it? Yeah.
I you know,
I draw the limit at boobs.
I think I kind of like lean left a little bit with that. I don't know what it is. I think it's a thing.
Me, I'm a certified lesbian.
No, not that. I'm talking about
100%.
like the breast thing. I think I always go left first.
You go to the left boob?
I think so.
It's like...
I go to the closest.
No, see me? See, you go left, and I just thought, like, just grabbing them together. Like, I feel like that would be
And just like that, this turned into an OnlyFans.
I know, right?
Like-
Just like that. Now, here you go. Start sending money. You know.
better. Well, we just got monetized.
Right. So, okay. Social media, right? Has social media ruined, and I want to start with this, ruined things like something like a Valentine's Day, relationships and stuff like that. I personally think, here's what I think is bad. Well, first off, I think social media ruined a lot of things, relationships, person-to-person dynamics. What it did was, in my opinion, what it has done is it's taken people and given the illusion of having a bunch of options.
Yeah.
That A, they don't have, B, that are fake, C, pan out to be shit. Because a lot of the people that are doing that, if you think about it, and I don't mean dating sites, which I don't agree with that either, but like a lot of people that are doing that end up single. You know, because it's like you get the representative, you know, the best pictures of somebody. Yeah. You know, be it with filters, not with filters. The best, yes, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Very rarely do you get somebody who's like being honest about themselves, or they're just a complete dirtbag, so they can't hide it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there's no hiding what it is. But and I think that on two different sides, I believe women fall for that. They fall for the fantasy of like, ooh, like I think they did a statistic where women are looking at a specific guy, and there's like 80% of women going after that guy. And
well, there's a shortage. There's definitely a shortage of men, like the number of women.
So now guys, it puts men in a situation where they do have all these potential options because women are looking for that thing.
I mean, come on, Mike.
Not for real.
We gotta keep it a stack. So first of all,
yeah.
Even if there was a plethora of men and balance with women, we'd still be hunters. Like we're wired.
No, I mean it actually gives it expanded.
Expands that. Okay, I thought you meant like that was the only reason. Like, okay,
expanding the opportunities.
No, yes, it definitely did.
And for women, that illusion of like, oh, this is what love's gonna be, gone. Yeah. You know, and it makes it so. The majority. No, I'd say on a woman. I'm not a woman, obviously. But I think on a woman's side, it makes, and I'd use the word again, it makes the optics more important than the substance. Yeah. Because you're seeing pictures and you're like, ooh, and you fill, you know, women fill the holes, what they don't know with the fantasy of what they wish it would be, and then they end up being, hurt, ran through, pregnant, you know, in bad relationships,
tragic,
abused,
all of those.
You know, so I think things like that happen once in a while. You might meet someone that's like, oh, or reconnect with somebody. Oh, that's cool, but still.
Facebook is tragic because you're so
Instagram's
right.
the same way.
It is. Yeah. People.
Snapchat's the same way.
People post.
It just disappears.
Yeah, it just goes away after a certain amount of time.
The filter disappears. Now everybody just when people post on Facebook, like you said, they're always displaying the good shit, and heavily filtered. Like I've met somebody before, and they did not look like.
Oh, they got catfished.
Catfish, and the thing is, guys do it too. It's not just women who catfish, but a lot of guys now. I feel like men really aren't really paying attention to women like they used to, because a lot of guys, they're saying fuck women. They're not like chasing women like they used to.
Who are they
back
chasing?
In the day? Well, because the options are thinner now, I think, because with the OnlyFans, that takes some women out of the equation for some men. Then certain behaviors take certain women out of.
Mike, what's the saying that you always say?
Choose better.
Choose better.
Choose better. I'm gonna tell you.
But in the world of
let me tell you why that
resonates
with me so much. I see so many women. And here's what happens: women try to climb. They get. I see women who are like nurses. I see women who like, they learn how to, from a career standpoint, like start getting money, get their shit together, their lives together, and they be with the wackest people, like dudes that's like little boys. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So like on an average day, the truth is that the bar is set low. Women are accepting whatever's out there. I don't know if it's because it's the shortage of men and the ratio is off, or what. But the bar is mad low.
Well, there's a lot of unhinged guys. There's a lot of guys who aren't willing to love women right too. So a lot of us women had to adjust to that to survive in dating and everything. We're mimicking you guys now. We're becoming a little bit more masculine in certain situations.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
No bueno.
It is no bueno, but it has come to that after, over all the years, women have become more masculine because you guys You know.
Can I high key, not even low key. This is what I see happening a lot. A woman chases. So let's say there's like one guy, right, that they liked or whatever, was with, wasn't with, and if it didn't work out, they continue the cycle, and that's how they end up with a quote unquote type.
Yeah.
Right? You like certain stuff, but a type of guy, and it's basically one person just over and over and over until you try to get to the person that's like that but gives everything that you said you want.
I mean, that's facts. Look, years ago, my sister said one of the most profound things to me, right? I kept getting the same type of women. It was crazy bitches. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And she said, you got to take a moment and think about what's up with you while you keep attracting the same type of women.
Right.
And for a minute, I had to sit back and was like, damn. And I had to spend time with myself, and I had to think about myself. Most people don't spend time with themselves. The void is there. They're lonely. They bounce from person to person. And at the end of the day, you haven't taken a stop to kind of figure out who you are and what it is that you want.
Yeah, I think there's a certain level of emotional intelligence. Like, you get to a point where if you understand that, then you understand what's going on. But I had a conversation with somebody, and my thing is this, and this goes for me in my life too, because where I just recently was bagged by a woman. Prior to that, it was like none of what I was trying to do, obviously none of it worked, because I wouldn't be in this situation if it had. I'd be married. Some other stuff. Like I would not be with the person I'm with now, and that wouldn't have had the opportunity to happen if what I was gravitating towards or what I was considering to be a specific type. Like I'm not going to front. I'm like Skittles. You know what I'm saying? Like I've the rainbow, but still, there's like certain things, but when you're chasing that,
there's a grain. There's something that's common there.
Yeah.
It may not be the color or the look or whatever,
but it hasn't worked for me. It hasn't worked. It's worked in spurts, but it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
And I don't want someone that's like everyone that I've been with, because I know how that ends. I don't want someone who looks like the women that I've been with, because I know how that ends. I don't want someone who acts like the women I've been with, because I know how that ends.
That's like comparing. In a way, yeah.
But within measure,
it's always dangerous.
Within measure, because I did that before. I went the exact opposite, and I thought that was the thing. Like, oh, I'm so done with that. But I went the exact opposite, but I wasn't as attracted to.
I'm not saying the opposite. Like, I'm just saying like the things that go with it. Like, you got to know.
Oh yeah, you got to cut certain things. Break the cycle.
Listen, women. There's bad women everywhere. Period. Like you're not a dime a dozen. Really, and I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this disrespect women at all.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a dime a dozen. You may be like the big fish in a small place where you hang out, where you live, but you're not a dime a dozen. So the objective is to find someone who sees you as such.
Yeah.
I would say, in my opinion. Now, what happens is the women gravitate towards guys that know that women aren't a dime a dozen and act like that, as opposed to and that comes with a certain thing that they see all the time.
Well, I think it's the mentality. It's that exact mentality of like you are not, no pun intended, but you're everything to somebody. And I think so. Like, how like the good guy finishes last. That whole saying. These women that are always in this situation where they're getting played, they're going for the guys that really don't care about them, that don't respect them and whatever. And oftentimes, 9 times out of 10, they've shooed off or ignored a good guy that really wants to treat them a certain way. And then what happens is they have kids, and they might have kid, and then all of a sudden now you want to turn around and you want to find the good guy.
Because you learned your lesson a little too late.
You're washed.
Your body looks different now because you've had multiple kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that part's not that bad. That's life. Cat Williams said it.
No, I hear you. But my point is that you didn't look like when you got off the lot. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
And then you played yourself. You jumped the fence.
When you took that Benz off the lot, but if it came out and hit a couple potholes, the value is different.
You gave your best self to the wrong person.
To the wrong person. And there are men, like the myth that men aren't out here that want to treat women well.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up in a single parent household, raised by my mom.
Right.
And you would respect women.
Yeah. No,
there's a lot of guys out there that will respect women.
Now that's where I got to give my father props, like, cause, and my mom. Oh, there was no disrespect women shit going on on Clear Road where I grew up. There was none of that.
Facts. My dad didn't disrespect women either.
So let me ask you quick, what do you think? And just to come back a little bit, because I want to get your perspective on it as a woman, right? The online thing, the staying in a pattern or a loop, as they say, with the men that just kind of like fit in there, where basically it's like a plug and play, you know? Like, let's say someone like 6 foot men, so this one doesn't work, then they plug another 6 foot guy, and they keep plugging it until it works, and it doesn't work, or if it does work. For a woman's perspective, what is that like in a situation like that? Like, what's the thought process behind that?
Like, just keep choosing the same person.
A different variation of the same thing.
Well, you know what? That it is getting stuck in a loop, but I feel like after a while I got out of that. So a lot of times we look with our lustful eyes, like, you know, it's
what you like.
We like what we like. We like the appearance of it, you know, and then once we get to know the person, it usually doesn't work out because we don't like the person. But somebody told me this not too long ago. They were like, Ev, you know, you got to get somebody who's kind of like you in a way, but opposite of you. You know, you're the yin to your yang. She was like, Ev, you're loud. You're full of it. You need somebody who could handle that, but also could
full of it.
Who's full of life.
Okay.
You know, who's full of life.
It was like you're full of shit. Like, okay, go ahead.
Full of life, but that can also calm you down. You know. So, and she was like, you know, you got to stop looking for the guys who's out there in the street and the guy who's pounding on his chest, you know, like you got to look for a man who's, well, there's a lot of guys out there, you know,
who, I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Who pound on their chest, you know, she said, look for the guy who's.
Imagine there's a thing, guys walk around like, whoa.
There's a lot of guys out there that are like that, trying to be seen and heard by, you know, being the loudest guy in the room, and that's just.
Well, I think that's because I think that's because
Mm-hmm.
I think that's because of it. A lot of times it works. It works.
So yeah, so for me at least, you know, I met somebody and the energy was so different than what I was used to. So, you know, really depending on where you are mentally, when you get met with that energy, it kind of makes something click in your brain, like, oh, this is normal. What the fuck is this? You know, like, this is how the conversation's supposed to go. This is what patience looks like. Then this is what grace looks like. You know, so, you know that they might not be your type completely at first, but they completely become your type because things start to click after a while.
I want to stop for a second. We're gonna come back. Everything with Evie. From what I gathered, there's some interesting stuff that's be talked about. I'm really gonna try to control myself because, you know what I mean. I'm me, and I've been doing really good with not just being reckless.
Bam, bring it on.
No, not yet. So this is Safe Takes, the Safe Take podcast, Unfiltered, where there is no safe take. This is DJ Maestro. This is Evie, everything. I'm Just Mike. So we're gonna come back with everything with Evie, and you can be part of this too. If you inbox us on our Facebook page or IG and you have questions or topics you want to talk about, Evie will jump on that. She'll announce it. She'll shout out who it is or even bring somebody up here so we can discuss things. So we'll be right back with everything with Evie. This is the Safe Takes podcast, Unfiltered. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Safe Take Unfiltered podcast with DJ Maestro, Just Mike, and we have the queen of the crew.
Hey,
this is Evie, a.k.a. Everything, and there's a segment of our show that's called Everything with Evie, which could be anything and everything, and who the hell knows what she's going to say. So let's turn it over and, Ev, do your thing.
All right, bam. So you guys, speaking about social media and how this could have a big effect on people, and especially around Valentine's Day. So I was talking to my homegirl, Lucia, and recently she found out that she was posted on one of those, are we dating the same girl? And it completely turned her world upside down. And, and I just wanted to talk about this because I recently got blocked on one of those fucking pages defending one of my friends because that page started off with good intentions. You know, it started off with, you know, keeping the girls updated on predators and abusers out there, but then people started abusing the system like everything else. So now what you see is women and men now, because men are joining this trend. Is crazy, and they're posting people and they're not always telling the truth. Sometimes they're putting out false narrative to simply ruin people's lives, and that's what happened with Lucia. She really had a hard time with that. Have you guys ever been posted on a site like that?
I wouldn't know, man. I don't pay attention to that shit.
Yeah,
I could care less.
I have no idea.
Listen, so
I mean, I'm not gonna say
I don't want to have any.
It wouldn't be warranted. Put it like that. If I am on one of those things, it's not warranted. But
I had a friend who, like, yo, I don't know what girl he pissed off, but this woman kept posting him. And I knew this person personally. And every time I would see it, I would read the comments and I would know who's who. And I got, like, after a while, you get frustrated because this is not the purpose for this app. So I called that person out. I'm like, F this, you need to stop this. This app is bullshit. And they fucking blocked me. I had immediate regret because I'm so nosy. I want to be in the group, you know? Like, I didn't use it to post it. It was more so just being nosy because, not for nothing, Syracuse is so tiny. Do you know how many times I was going through it and I see them walking down at my job or I see them at the gym? It's wild. And it's sad because these are things that, you know, people don't want to know that you have a mushroom pee-pee. People don't want to know because this is the things that they're saying.
What?
Yes, they're using this app to say, oh, Tyrone, his dick is the size of a big cap. Like, it'll be some shit like that all the time. Or Stephanie pussy so wide open, we slipped and slide last week. Like, it be like that all the time. And it's not right.
Well, see, I feel like the people that's doing that, like, first of all, anytime a guy pisses you off, you jump to the dick size. Let's be honest. That's
like a pride thing. Yeah, that's right? It is a go-to.
Like, if you want to hurt somebody, and I feel like people that are on these sites and posting these guys, or even the vice versa. There's a site for men posting women that they did in response, right?
Yeah.
Like, those are people that are trying to hurt people and bully them and whatever.
Hurt people, for sure.
To me, that's like low vibration. That's low level entertainment. I don't know about
just
that
take
shit.
a gander one day, like download it and look.
No.
The people that are on there, I'll be honest with you, I would never give any of those people a shot. Like the people, like the girls that they post, I'd be like, yo, you have the audacity to post this? Like, who the fuck wants this? They're not even good looking men. Not for nothing. Like, a lot of the guys that are posted are not good-looking men at all. They look like just low vibrational, just not.
But okay, all right. I'm sorry to cut you off, but in fairness, they have to be to some women. Well, it's not like they're lucky like that.
That's
like
true.
If they're actually sitting here bagging these people and it's turning into a website.
It's
obviously
turned to
they got
a whole
something
website.
going on. You know,
like you got to go through a background check to go into this site too.
Who's doing the background checks for?
I'm telling you, it's called the T app. It's called the T app, and you can look by zip code, and you can like open up the broader how far you can look.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of people that maybe you know, but do you think that ruins it for you? Like, let's say you see somebody on those apps, and then you see them in real life. Like, I wonder, like, girls are curious, like, oh, on the app, it said that he had King Kong dick. I'm about to just go.
Yeah, women, yes.
Go in his DM. I mean, I've seen that.
Yes, women
I've seen that go, oh, he has King Kong dick. I'm jumping in his DM, like, joking around. Just misusing the app completely.
No, yeah, women do that all the time. That's why so many women get ran through and used. Because they do that. It's the challenge part.
But y'all, fuck that. You don't think that you guys do shit to make us be the way that we are? Get out of here. Women are not just fucking being reactive. I'm sorry. Look at this whole episode. Because look at this whole episode. I've been hearing that's why women are ran through. That's why women are hoes. No, fuck that. You guys are hoes. Fuck you. We're treating you the way that y'all treated us, and we got accustomed to it. And guess what? Now sometimes we're better at it than you guys, and y'all pissed off.
But no,
we'll be right. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's not true because women don't win in that scenario.
Some women don't win.
No women.
Because there'd be a lot of broken-hearted men out there.
No,
that's true.
No, it's not. It's not
That's
just
true.
the women are losing. No, because there are a lot of sucker-ass guys out there, and there are, vice versa. There's a lot of guys who are getting.
So the part that I think, and I don't mean to speak for you, correct me if you're wrong, but the part I think you're not grasping, or a lot of people will not grasp if they're watching it, they don't get it. When we say lose,
talking physical.
Okay.
Not you, but
Like,
women.
so you're losing mileage. Is that what you mean by losing?
It honestly, end of the day, comes down to a control thing, and in that scenario, regardless of what happens, the man ultimately has control. So where a woman's like, "Oh, I'm just getting mine," no, you're not. You're giving yours. Right. So that's where women lose. You can hurt feelings all day long. At the end of the day, when you look back, women, not. When a woman looks back at the end of the day and they see that clock tick, and they're like, "Damn," and they're full of regret, full of this, full of that, or if they can't walk down the street without 35 people being like, "Yo, I know her."
But then that's the same thing with guys who take advantage of good women, who run through women who have side pieces, and then by the time they're 50. They're washed up. Then they want a younger girl, to satisfy their little voids. It's the same thing. I feel like it's not on the women.
Look, I think it does happen on both ends, right?
Definitely.
It is possible for men to be whores. It's possible for women to be whores. It's possible for women to hurt men and for men to hurt women.
It's just been accepted more for guys.
It's a cycle, right?
Yes.
I do think that a lot of women have felt like they've got to adopt masculine traits and personality, aspects because of the history of men hurting women. Like, men have hurt women, but at the end of the day, it doesn't benefit any of us. Yeah. It's not benefiting men, it's not benefiting women for us to. We just digging deeper and deeper in terms of a relationship. Like,
so my take on all this stuff, right? And this is just, and I've said this before. I've said this on social media. I want to get back to that T app because I don't know anything about that. But I've said this several times. Women have so much control and give it up.
Yeah.
And they give it up with the mindset of, I'm doing me. I have to be like a guy. No, you don't. If women want to use the control and the influence they have, don't fuck anybody.
Yeah.
See what that does.
The time.
Huh?
I say that shit all the time.
Just don't. Women, don't. Like,
if you truly want a man to fall in love with you, do not have sex with him. And fellas, I know you're gonna be mad because I'm saying that, but I'm just keeping it real.
No,
don't have sex with him for a while.
No, I'm not saying that part. I'm saying don't bounce around. If you really want guys, women, if you really want guys to really step up and act right, don't sleep with them. Don't make it mean something, not just like hooking up. Yeah. Because let me ask you a question, Stro. Yeah. And this is a loose question. Let's say for most people, let's say 85% of men, if women said, "Look, we are not having sex with anybody or dating anybody or doing anything with a guy unless he has a 1999 Ford F-150 rusted pickup." How much?
Ford would be a multi-billion-dollar company.
It already is, but it would enhance that. All you would see is beat up ass Fords driving around.
Yeah.
Because that's the control. That's the control that women have. The P power is what they call it. And a lot of y'all don't recognize that and don't say, "Okay, cool, this is what I have to do," and make the moves that way. Yeah. Being respectful, being the kind of person that a guy can sit down and look at and not be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that gets you further. That gets you the quote unquote prize. That gets you to the level where someone's like, "Look, I want you to be my wife." It gets you to that point instead of being like, "You all right." Yeah. But the other girl is there too. Yeah. So women really need to understand that. The minute, and it's not all women, the minute some of the women that complain about not being respected respect themselves, everything turns around. Yeah. Everything turns around because if you make a guy respect you, that's where you win.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You have had women who've been abused in relationships. They get beat up, and it's not, again, I'm not excusing that. No, we don't condone any of that.
No.
But I've seen where abusers get with other women and never lay a hand on them. So you gotta ask yourself, like, why is that? Like, why is that?
Oh, like women, a straight woman go lesbian and never.
No. Like if someone's in an abusive relationship, then they date someone else and they don't beat on them.
Oh.
Because it's the tone that you set, and if more women understood how to claim that power, like I agree with you.
Yeah.
If they understood how to claim that power, like you can't choose these lames. You can't allow these lames to do what they want.
My thing is this, and again, guys, jump in.
And I'm sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me preface also. There are plenty of cases where it's not about allowing men to do that.
Right.
Some men are just doing it.
Unhinged,
but I do
Right.
think, and I'm not saying it's easy to just walk away, but like we got to set a standard for what's acceptable manhood.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So here's a tip. Here's a tip that I'll try to give people out there. If you're getting it, and it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you allow a relationship or a dynamic to start combative, that's what it is, and it gets worse.
Yes, it does.
Always.
So when you start something, whether or not you're just talking to somebody in a relationship, whatever it is, you have to set the pattern. We're not fighting like that. We're not yelling at each other like that. We're
Calling
not saying
names.
these things
Yep.
to each other like that. Because
You got to set the ground rules. What's the
once-
rules of engagement?
once it's okay, it's okay. And it's just like the OnlyFans, like you said.
Right.
It always gets worse.
Right.
It always gets worse. And you have to, people are going to fight.
Yeah.
People are going to disagree. You have human beings. You have egos to deal with. You have like trauma to deal with. Like people are going to disagree. They're going to fight. But if you allow the relationship to start that way, that's the foundation.
1,000%.
And that's it. That's it. So in some situations, in that, if one woman doesn't allow the foundation to start that way, and another one does, based off of whatever reasons, she gets the shit end of the stick,
yeah.
and the other one walks around not believing that this person is that way. It's not like that with me.
Yeah.
Or women are also abusive in relationships too.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. So
Yeah, women can be very abusive.
Absolutely.
Verbally abusive.
physically
rather.
too.
Physically
too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, physically too. Like there's a lot of that goes around.
Yeah.
So the T app, when they talk about guys or women in there,
Yeah.
do they say stuff like this person was abusive?
Yeah, so-
this person has kids by this person, stuff like
Yes,
that.
all of the above. So they talk about their physical. They talk about, who's sleeping with who, if they're cheating. They talk about what they have. Anything that they can say to expose
Yeah.
somebody, they're definitely putting it out there. A lot of it is true, but there are people there who just go on there and they have a field day just trolling and just adding fuel to the fire. And that's, a lot of people do that for sure. But the T app, it's only for, only men can be posted. Girls are not allowed to be posted on the T app. So that's just to slander men. Really, it's become that where it's just to slander you.
I have a situation, and then we got to get into a really cool segment with DJ Maestro. So I asked that question because I have a stalker. You remember this? I hope you. I've had a stalker since 2007. If you're watching, you're crazy as fuck.
Hi, stalker.
So I had to go through court and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because this person that's a stalker, Loco, or whatever it is, the girl, El Loca, whatever the hell it is.
7:30.
El Loca?
Yeah.
Did the baby look like you?
How the fuck is the baby gonna look like me? It's not my baby.
Well, I was just wondering, did it look like Stro when she's putting it on you?
Pause. How would it look like him?
I don't know. I'd have been curious because I'd have been like, why is she saying it looks like me? Let me see him.
Because she's crazy. Did you miss that part?
No, I heard that part, but
So that's what it was. So the reason I say that is it's dangerous because what this person was doing was taking pictures from like my social media, putting it on hers, and
Side
being
by
like,
side with the baby, it was like,
yeah, this is my husband, shit like this. Yo,
wow.
this chick is so crazy, right? I know someone who works at a place like where she go because they told me.
if y'all know Mike, if you really knew Mike, he ain't got no kids.
no.
Fuck, no, I ain't got no. So anyway, if you knew Mike and you saw that, you'd be like, that's a lie. But anyway, third person. So that person will be on a computer, right? On my social media. And this has happened to a lot of guys. As a matter of fact, she did it to someone else and she got her ass beat by his sisters.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but,
back up.
But like looking at, someone's social media page, like, oh yeah, that's my husband. So that this online shit is crazy and it is dangerous. It is dangerous. And it be costly in some situations. and it sucks. But that being said, thank you for the tea stuff, and everything with Evie, every episode, and plus, inbox us. You can be part of it. You can come through. You can talk shit with her. You've seen where she goes with it. So yeah. And I think that was Evie on 3. So I don't know what the hell 10's gonna be like. But a really cool segment we also have is Beats, Bars, and Business with DJ Maestro.
Yeah, man, we're going to talk about the industry. There's some things happening in the industry. One day we might be talking about hot new songs, new artists, up-and-coming artists, whatever. Or we might spotlight some lyrics from some music that just dropped. Shout out to J. Cole, just dropped an amazing album.
Yes, sir.
Some of y'all, it's up in, some people are critiquing it, but it's all good. Or we might just be talking about what's popping in the industry right now. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about something that the singer Major said on The Breakfast Club. He just appeared on The Breakfast Club.
Shout out to The Breakfast Club.
All right, Safe Takes Unfiltered, where no take is safe. Keep it locked.
Welcome back, everybody. Safe Takes Unfiltered. It's the podcast where no take is safe. I'm just Mike. This is Evie Ev. We have DJ Maestro. New segment is called Beats, Bars.
Beats, Bars, and Business. Listen, you already know, people. We're going to talk about what's popping in the industry, what's going on. This segment is a little bit about like crazy things that have happened in the industry with major artists. So listening to The Breakfast Club, shout out to The Breakfast Club in the AM, Power 105 FM in New York, all over this nation, But Major, the singer, you guys know Major, right?
I heard Major.
Yeah. This is why I love, all that stuff.
That's his song, though.
That's his song. Yeah, that's why.
Keep that way.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like, you heard how I saw it.
I did.
Okay, all right, cool. So Major's on The Breakfast Club, and he's talking about Beyonce. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but Major is from where Beyonce grew up. Houston, right?
Okay.
And so they were from the same area, the same school, and stuff like that. And so my understanding was that he saw her at the Grammys, and he went over to say hello. And he went over to her, and she didn't recognize him. And so it was one of those awkward moments with a celebrity that you really, really look up to. Now, that's Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
It's not just Major's talking to another celebrity. That's Major's talking to Beyonce. So he said he leans over and he whispers to her, and he says, "Hi, I'm Major." And she's like, "Great." You are. Great. Right, so it was really hilarious listening to him say that story, because I got my own stories.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We've been in the radio for how long?
A minute.
A minute. So before I tell my story about Beyonce, I've told this story before. I had a really awkward, just dumbass. It's one of those dumbass moments with Beyonce, right? Now, I'm gonna tell it in a second, right?
Yeah.
But Mike, you've met a lot of celebrities. You've been around celebrities.
Yeah.
Ev, you do some hosting. I'm just curious. You guys have any of those not to drop the mic, but like the just dumbass, like what the fuck was I thinking moments?
Okay. In that vein, this is years ago.
Name the celebrity.
I will not do that. I will not do that.
No. You gotta name the celebrity.
I can't, and you'll understand why.
All right, copy.
So at the times when I was on Hot 107.9, right, and there was a showcase coming up. It was called the Estelabration. So Estelle was there, a couple other people there. So I was on air with somebody, right, and this is one of those things. Like I really don't pay attention to shit, but it's that thought afterwards, like, word. So there was someone I was interviewing on air, and they kept talking about swimming, right? It's like, oh, cool. So then fast forward, get to the concert. It used to be called Ohm. It's Benjamin's on Franklin's now, but we did it at Ohm.
Okay.
You were there for us. It's when we were on Hot 107.9. You were there for it. Yes.
Now I'm trying to remember who it was.
Well, we'll talk about that off camera.
All right.
So anyway, performance is coming up, and there was this couch. So I'm sitting on the couch. I'm in host mode. That whole shit. And then she sits down and she's talking to me about swimming again. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, yo, the swimming pool at the hotel is really nice. And I'm like, okay, cool. And she was like, yeah, you should see it sometime. All right. And go back to what I'm doing. Night goes, bounces, and I'm like,
let me go to the pool.
Mike just passed up on some ass.
The pool.
If you're not digging what he's putting down.
Right. I don't know if you're picking it up. And it was just like, word. So, there were some funny situations, but to me, that was funny because I don't pay attention to stuff like that. So I I can't say who it is.
Oh my goodness.
Off
You're going to tell me who it is off
I will
the
tell you
mic.
who it is off air. As soon as the camera's off, I'll tell you who it is. The only reason I won't is
I'm
because
curious.
the person is still, she's still doing her thing. And she's like posts a lot with the family and stuff like that. So I wouldn't, but I will definitely let y'all the fuck know as soon as we stop doing this shit.
Nah, that's definitely a dumbass moment, Mike.
It is.
That was a dumbass moment.
It went over your head, yeah.
Literally.
But what would you have done if you picked it up? Like if you picked what you was putting down, how would you have handled that?
Well, he would have came from the side.
Well, there's a couple different things,
Okay.
I wouldn't have been at the rest of the show, probably. Estelle would have been going up there with no introduction. Shout out to Estelle. She's a sweetheart.
Clearly, it wasn't
Her ass would have been on stage by herself.
Now I got to think back to who did that Estelle show. Who was on the lineup?
We'll talk about that.
Oh,
We'll talk about it. Don't worry about it.
All right, so here's the deal.
Well, hold on. How about celebrity stuff?
So, I did meet a celebrity, Omarion. Years back, he had
Was
a
he
concert.
dancing?
He was. It was
That
like,
nigga always be dancing.
So he did a free concert at Queens Center Mall back in the day. You had to wait in line to get some Jordans, and the first 100 people got a ticket to see Omarion. And I got to see Omarion. And the stupid thing I did was, it was the first time I met a celebrity. First of all, Omarion's my height. I didn't know that. Like,
he's tiny.
He's small. He's my height. So he comes and he's saying hi to everybody, and he's singing that song. Oh, I forget what it's called, right? But you know that one. Oh, anyway, he took my hand, you guys.
Took your hand.
All I know is he took my
hit the
hand,
charts.
and I did not let his hand go. So he's singing, and all I can remember is that part. Oh, like he smashed his hand so hard. I swear to God, my arm almost went with him. But it was a part of the show, so I played it off. Oh. But that was definitely a stupid moment because I could see his eyes. You were like this.
Yo.
He was like, oh. I was like, oh.
Not to. There's something else that's dumber than that. It's not a male-female thing. This was. There was a mixed show summit in Puerto Rico.
You told me about that.
And I want to give a shout out to Ludacris, man. Ludacris is one of the coolest dudes.
He is.
He's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite interviews ever.
Yeah.
But so I saw him there, and it was at this function, and he was wearing all white. Like, this is real talk. My man was wearing all white. This was the worst celebrity moment I ever had. So I saw him, and I'm like, yo, interviewed, reminded them, yeah, cool. So I dapped him up. My man had a drink in his hand.
Oh, no.
I wasn't wearing all white. He was, and it was just, what do you say? Yo, I'll take care of that for you. My man was like, and kind of went about his way. That was the dumbest thing I've done when it came to a celebrity.
Damn.
Was that part right there?
Crazy.
What color was the liquid?
You know what? I don't remember, but it wasn't clear.
So
that's what I do know.
You give me two dumbs. You got a stalkerish type situation.
Yeah.
I still don't think you can beat this dumb shit.
Let's do it. Beyonce. Okay, B.
This is B.
Okay.
Did she float in the room?
You know what? I'm going to tell you in a second. To me, she didn't at the time.
Okay.
She was mad. She's mad humble. So this was back at MTV. This is back in my MTV days when I used to work at MTV. And it was the MTV radio network. So you would bring artists up, and we would interview them for different radio stations throughout the nation. We send out segments and different things like that.
For this shit.
So, crazy. So we brought up, this was Destiny Child days. So we bring up Destiny Child. Now, at that time.
Is it Say My Name or Pay My Bills?
Bills.
This was Bills.
Okay.
Wait.
Can you pay my bills?
See, and this is exactly why I fucked up with Beyonce.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I didn't care. When it comes to Destiny's Child, let me just preface with this. My baby, who you think out of Destiny's Child?
Kelly Rowland.
Oh, Kelly Rowland. Of course.
Yeah, I knew it.
My
of course,
baby.
Kelly Rowland.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know how women fantasize about different celebrities and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I had a family and multiple kids with Kelly Rowland when I was younger. That's just what it was.
We'd have had to fight over that.
Kelly is
Kelly
bad.
Rowland's the one.
Right? Beyonce is bad too, of course. But
who do you take your money on?
Beyonce's Beyonce.
Beyonce's Beyonce. She's goddess level.
Yeah, she's a movement.
But Kelly Rowland,
dope.
I was in love. So all I knew about Destiny's Child was Kelly Rowland had some other girls that sang with her. That's
Should be happy to hear that shit.
So anyway, long story short is I bring them in. I escort them in to do the interview. We're about to do the interview, and we're just doing small talk. We're getting some food, drinks, all that other stuff, and I get them in, and then I'm hanging back with Beyonce. So I'm talking with Beyonce, and I'm like, we're just chopping it up, and about nothing. Just like, oh, yeah, how was your trip? Did you travel here? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so what do you do with the band?
To Beyonce?
I said this shit to Beyonce.
But did you think before you said like?
Did I think? I didn't know who Beyonce. So first of all, Beyonce's dad. Let me tell you something. Beyonce. This was the days before Beyonce was like.
I've never known you to do drugs like that.
Yo, grade A crack. It had to be.
How did she reply to that?
So all right. So let me tell you. So I'm talking to her and I'm like, so what do you do? And I follow it up with an even dumber question. I said, are you like the road manager?
To who? Her?
To Beyonce.
Not to the Bay.
My man. You know
she
what?
looked at me. It was like a slow pause. She's like, Beyonce? I shrunk and disappeared quickly.
But you humbled her that day, though.
No, but you can't humble Beyonce, first of all. And the intention was not to humble Beyonce.
I know it wasn't.
I just was so in love with Kelly Rowland. I had no clue about everybody else.
She didn't come in?
She walked into the room. She was in the room.
Damn, Kelly.
So my mind was already on, I thought I was hanging back. But
your brain went in the room with her.
She was humble and unassuming. She has a beautiful spirit. Yeah. And Beyonce, like, it's no shade. It was no, like, I felt like a dumbass.
Yeah.
I felt like an idiot. Yeah. I just said that to Beyonce.
You should have.
And then Beyonce became Beyonce because back then it was just Destiny's Child. She became Beyonce, and every day I got to live with this.
She's always been Beyonce.
Even in that group. I'm Beyonce.
Huh? She's always been Beyonce.
See, I never saw it that way, man. I think her father did an excellent job of bringing her up. There was a time, in fact, there's memes going around like that. When Beyonce wasn't the baddest in the room. You ever seen that meme? Mm-hmm. So, like, there was a time where she was not as assuming. She was, and more of it, like, she was just part of the group. Like, she was being part of the group, right? But there was a time where her dad elevated her to a point where nobody else could stand next to her, right?
Really?
Hence why she's, absolutely.
So, like, all right, so let's take the singing outside of it. Beyonce and Kelly. You think that Beyonce's more like that Beyonce thing? I think Kelly is way prettier than Beyonce.
Oh, are we talking looks?
Yeah.
Look, Beyonce's beautiful, right? Like, it's not taking anything away from Beyonce. You can't front on Beyonce. Like, Beyonce is B,
like you said, she floats when she walks in the room.
Kelly, it's all about personality, like personal type.
Your personal
Kelly
type.
is my type. Like
Kelly. Like Kelly's like the girl next door, like a normal, like, the girl next door kind of girl, and Beyonce's supermodel. I
would drink Kelly Rowland's bathwater.
See, at this point, right? I just have to like take myself out of this conversation because my lady's probably watching. So
it's great to be single.
So sweetheart, nothing on you, like Bruno Mars said.
And he's lying because he definitely would drink her bathwater also.
I would not drink anyone's bathwater. First and foremost, that's some nasty shit.
I don't know, Kelly Rowland.
No, I don't give a damn.
You drink her fart water?
Everybody else. Absolutely not.
Bubbles and everything?
Absolutely not. That's toilet water. What the fuck you talking about?
Yo, the very worst celebrity I've ever interviewed and met was absolutely Kanye West.
Kanye.
Everything that they say about
was it Kanye or was it?
It was Kanye.
It was Kanye.
At that time, it was Kanye. This was when we was in Miami. You was with me.
Okay, yeah.
We were down in Miami. We were with the Beat, and we were interviewing. And I pulled Kanye to the side. I called him for an interview, and talk about like this was back. We were young. We were
shout out
like
it was
green. I'm sitting him down, and I forget the question that I asked him, but apparently, genius Kanye didn't think that was a good enough question for him. I asked him the question. He pauses. He looks at me. Out of all the questions that you could ask me, that's what you asked me?
What'd you ask him, his favorite color?
He said, do better. Oh. That shit made me feel
nice.
What?
I looked at him. I didn't want to finish the interview. I looked at him. I wanted to kick that nigga.
Like, I don't even like you no more. I had an interview about to return my album
now let me,
to Target.
At this point now, right? I get it. And I love his. I love
come
his
a long
work.
way since those days.
Not Kanye. I had a situation like that with Cat Williams. Right. I love Cat Williams. I love his comedy. I love I love my man. The kids he's adopted. How he has like 13 lives. I don't know how he does that shit. But I was interviewing him, and when you're interviewing somebody, you're expecting what you see, right? So I'm
Right.
expecting he gets on like Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Hart's loose. So when you talk to him as a comedian, he's loose. So you expect that.
Mm-hmm.
Cat Williams, I'm interviewing Cat Williams. He gets on. I'm like, Cat Williams, what's going on? You coming to town? Yes, we have some shows.
Yeah, he's real reserved.
Some shows planned. I'm like, okay.
We do a really good
So you guys, you got anything
Cat
new?
Williams.
You come, like any what kind? What? Well, generally, you see when your jokes work when you travel. And I'm on there like, yo, I don't know what to say. Like it stumped me. But shout out to Cat Williams, man. He's a genius. He really is.
That's good.
But Ye's a
That good.
genius.
Ye is absolutely a genius, but I'm trying to remember at what point in his career, was he always arrogant or was it just
Dave Chappelle said that. Dave Chappelle, like not arrogant, but believed in himself.
Yeah.
Believing in yourself
There's
and
the
arrogance
difference
is
in
different.
yeah, that's two different things.
Ye can be an asshole.
Yeah. But he believes it though.
And I'm still a fan. Like,
Yeah.
Ye's dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ye's dope. Even in his craziness. Like, what's going on right now, Ye is still Ye.
Yo, man. So listen. So this is something that, in a way, I can kind of identify with. I will say that he's done some wild stuff,
Yeah.
but you could tell a shift in his behavior when his mom passed away.
Yeah, man.
And I'm gonna say this to people that don't know. Like something like that is traumatic as hell. It takes a long time to process that. So if that, and then especially if you're in a situation where that's your anchor, and you lose that, it's tough. It's tough. Like it's tough to kind of get yourself back to an okay point.
I mean, imagine losing a parent, period. Right.
Right.
A
Yeah.
mom.
No, for sure.
Recently he actually sent out an apology and he was just talking about some of the behavior.
Well,
that
he's going to
doing.
run for president.
And he
I
talked
saw
about,
that,
well, you know what? Some people were saying it's because he wants to run for president. Some people are saying because he's about to drop an album or something like that. The point is he has been going through what people are perceiving as mental health bouts, right?
Yeah.
And he did wind up apologizing and talking about the fact that he's seeking help. But I actually pray that he is actually seeking help because
Word.
he is definitely one of the geniuses of our time.
He had that disease. That Kardashian curse disease is what he
Oh,
had.
snap,
Sheesh.
yeah.
Yo, there's not one
That shit
person
took
who
over.
came out okay after dealing with them. Erykah Badu and the Kardashians are shut your shit down.
Yeah.
Erykah
Erykah
Badu?
Badu,
You
yeah,
be-
she got a curse too.
Yo,
I might go crazy for Erykah Badu though.
Well, you definitely
It's
would.
her centric soul, like
It's mushrooms.
no, it's not that for
it's
me.
the mushrooms.
It's the mushrooms. She said that. It's the mushrooms. Have all dressing funny and shit and naming kids after numbers. Shout out to Andre 3000, one of the best MCs ever. Stuff like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But,
Common definitely was wilding when he was with her.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Well, right after, then he got back to Common. Yeah, we gotta talk about music more, man. I like this segment. I really do like this segment.
Me being a DJ, man, I definitely want to. One of the things I want to do is start spotlighting up and coming artists because
Yeah.
the industry is oversaturated. We want to uplift artists that should be out there.
Yep.
The way that the internet is right now, you have to find them and search so hard to get them. And unless your algorithm is putting that out, you miss a lot of the up and coming talent.
For sure.
So we got to shout out to all the up and coming artists. We are looking for an opportunity to start spotlighting some of the new music that's coming out. People that will blow, not just anybody, right? We're talking about real raw talent.
Yeah.
We've got that standard. And so if you don't meet that standard, don't come with us with no bullshit. It's got to be real.
Inbox us, just whatever. Give us links and stuff
Absolutely.
like that. And we'll definitely check into that. So,
All right.
but yeah, man,
That's
I love
it. Beats
that
Bars
segment.
business, man.
That's right. We got to talk about music more. I love to. We could go all day with that shit. All day with that. Well, did we miss anything in the beginning about the whole love thing? Let's get back to what it is. I do have one thing I want as a woman now, because you're representing the women out there. I have one question for you.
What's that?
Do you share the person that you love, or do you not share them because you don't want the attention? Women, not just you, but women.
Social
Share
media?
with who?
On social media.
Do I like my relationship?
You or women or whatever.
I share because I love. I don't want a private relationship. I feel like if you have a private relationship, you're hiding something. And then a lot of people be like, oh, well, that leaves room for drama. People could write you with drama. If you allow that to get in the way of your relationship, the problem is with you. I don't think that there's going to be anything that somebody can come in my inbox and tell me about my guy that I'm going to take home and start trouble with or believe. You know, I feel like.
What if you're not hiding something, but you're protecting something?
But protecting it from what? Because the people that come to me that say bullshit, I'm going to block you. I'm not going to keep those people in my life if you're trying to stir the pot and you're trying to cause problems between me and my man. Because there's no reason why I should be private with me and my man. My social media is open. I want to take pictures of us doing things, and I don't want to have to worry in the back of my mind, you know, oh, some girl's going to be coming in my inbox trying to warn me about him. That shouldn't, even if she did, it shouldn't affect me or my relationship if you're strong.
So all women and men, that's going to happen.
And it will happen.
It's
and people can't take it, but I refuse to not share my life entirely because I'm scared of what the outside world is going to do to us. I can't live like that. We have to create a bond, and we have to be happy. I can't live, or I'm not going to post you because I'm scared. Scared of what? I'm not doing that. I'm not living like that.
What are you posting or not?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't really post. I don't really post stuff. No, what I do, what I'm guilty of, to be honest with you, is I'll post like not so subliminal shit. Like I'll say, you know, what my situation is. Eventually, you know, I may post stuff, but I make sure that people know, you know, so there's no like, but in all fairness,
just so that would know, like, so hey, this girl's taken, or right, I'm taken.
Right. In all fairness, though, like just keeping it. I've never really been in a situation. I'd say up until recently where I even thought about it, because before it was a situation like that where it was just like, nah, it's gonna be problematic.
Yeah.
Plus, I was at a point where I don't know if I was functioning 1 foot in, 1 foot out, possibly. But I think what I do is I'll put so people will know, you know, and then, you know, if something surfaces, it is what it is. But I'm definitely not the private, in public person. Like I won't do that. I'm not gonna. I won't not
private in public.
Yeah, I don't like that
you know
either. Because now you really hiding
like
something if we out.
If you start seeing someone, you're like, yo, we can't go anywhere. Can't be.
Oh
seen.
nah, that's crazy.
That's
yeah,
red
that's
flags.
private in public.
You hiding something.
Yeah, that's red
for sure.
flags.
For sure. No, I don't do that. But Ev, I have to say this. I hope you don't feel like we ganged up on you.
No, that's
you know, during the show at all, because you mentioned that, but I mean, we all know that you can, you know, you can hold your own, fend for yourself. Ladies, if you agree with anything we said, that's cool. You know, that's totally cool. You can inbox us. Like I said, we want you to be part of what we're doing. This isn't just a podcast where we're talking about stuff. This is something we want to be interactive. We want to pull you into it. Stro, you posting or not posting?
Am I posting or not posting? I feel like nowadays people are too quick to post their personal life. And I think what happens, you know, people will post somebody and then it doesn't work out. Yeah. And then you look like an asshole on social media, and then you get the next person and then you're posting and then it doesn't work out.
Get excited to get the love. You love that feeling.
Not only do you look like an asshole, you look fast and out there and whatever. Yeah. So here's the rule, right? If you're going to post, let some time pass. I'm only posting stuff that's serious.
Yeah.
Date with intent.
Well, first of all, at this point in my life, I'm only dating with intentions.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
But that's
even when you date with intentions, sometimes things just don't work out.
Yes.
Right? Like I've been with women and dated them for months or even a year, and something goes left, and it's just like, maybe this is not our best, you know, the best thing for us to do. Right. Now you done spend a whole year posting all on social media, and people are like, yo, what happened with y'all? Yeah. So I've done that in the past. Over the years, what I've learned is to be reserved. So I'm not posting until I'm like, yo,
this is it.
I've been with this person long enough. I kind of know that we're good. I'm thinking about marriage. Maybe I didn't even ask yet or something like that.
Right.
But if I'm engaged, I'm posting. If I'm married, I'm posting. Like there's no way I'm not posting my wife and my family, right? And I'm gonna be proud about that. But if we're just in a relationship, I gotta wait a while.
Next show, if you guys are cool with this, I want to talk time frames when it comes to things like emotions and stuff like that.
We talking time frames for marriage? When to ask for hand in marriage? Or what are we talking?
Just in general.
Time frames in general.
Time frames in general. Time frames. I want to get into that conversation. I would love to prep with what I think right now, but if you guys are cool with us bringing it up the next show.
Bam.
On the next episode of Is Your Relationship Fucked Up or Not?
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Nah, but for real. So, yeah, I think that's it for us tonight, right?
Yeah. It's a wrap, man.
This is cool.
And
This
again,
is
a
fun.
shout out to Iz and Ready Entertainment. Again, he really had it set up nice.
I love his events, man.
It
I
was-
respect
I
them.
have
They're
a good
very
time.
classy.
The fact that they had toothbrushes in the bathroom with toothpaste in them already.
What? I took 2 home.
5 of them. One for every day of the week or work week.
And a little napkin.
The napkin, you get the napkins wet, right? It's look like candy. It's like that.
I'm not bringing you out of my crib.
If you have toothbrushes,
Right,
and
you
if
got
you have wrapped
candy
up
and
toothbrushes that have toothpaste in
You got a
them,
cool bathroom?
I'm
I
jacking
got a
them.
cool bathroom.
Yeah.
We got little tchotchkes in there. I got a cool bathroom.
Nah, it's getting jacked if I come to the
Yep.
crib. I just want you to know that. You invite me over and you have wrapped up toothbrushes with toothpaste in them already, you're going to be like, yo, I'm like 5 short. I got to keep it straight for the
I'm
week.
5 short.
So, but anyway, thank you guys. Let's be interactive.
Make sure you follow us, please. On IG, it's Safe Takes Pod. Safe Takes Pod. And on YouTube, where you want to get the longer form content, make sure you follow us at Safe Takes Unfiltered Live. All right?
And we also are going to be
Facebook
on 96.5 The Beat.
Yeah.
So we'll drop that. Make sure you listen to us there. We'll kind of prep what's coming up on the podcast after that. But it's really just, just vibing it and getting it out there. So
Also see the podcast on Beats and Bars TV. We'll be out there.
Oh, one last thing. The 3 of us as a crew, we're going to be at the Sammy's too.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll
Hosting,
be at
right?
the Sammy's. Yeah. So we'll be all around. And then plus we're going to be on location in some spots too. We want everyone to be there. Man, duck sauce. We got to talk.
Duck
Shout out to
sauce.
Duck Sauce.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So like us, share us, all that stuff, and then we'll do that back.
Bam.
We'll share you and everything. All right. So that's DJ Maestro.
Yep.
This is Evie Everything. I'm Just Mike, and we
Safe
out
Takes
for the day.
Unfiltered.
Bam.
Peace.